How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Wednesday, 26 February. I'm your host, Daniel, and today we'll be covering the Romanian presidential candidate has been arrested, Ukrainian and US mineral deal has provided more information, and the Bosnian Serb leader Dodik has been sentenced for defying a peace envoy. So firstly, the Romanian presidential candidate Celian Georgescu has been detained amid allegations of Russian interference in the election, which has resulted in the cancellation of the last election results. His vehicle was stopped on the road and he was taken to the Prosecutor General's office for questioning. Authorities also arrested several members of Georgescu's entourage who are suspected of crimes such as establishing an organization with fascists, racists, and xenophobic ideologies, as well as promoting figures responsible for genocide and war crimes. According to the Romanian Prosecutor General's office, there is a direct connection between Russian financing and Georgescu's election campaign. Investigations revealed that a large network of fake accounts flooded TikTok with pro-Georgescu propaganda, which authorities believe was organized by Russia. Additionally, law enforcement has discovered $10 million in cash and plane tickets to Moscow hidden in an underground safe at the home of Georgescu's bodyguard. So what? While some photographs have been released, it is likely that without significant proof being publicly provided, that there could be large-scale protests against his arrest. However, it seems likely from the information currently available that he was directly sponsored by Russia. Though his supporters have obviously called it all a setup, this is what you would expect. But arresting a future possible president is a significant move and one that should require everything to be squared away. My counter to people who think this is all a big conspiracy is, which can be applied to almost all conspiracies really, is why are there no whistleblowers? Think about it. The number of people who would need to be in the know for something like this to go down smoothly, and not one of them wanted to make a few $1 million and become famous? In the age of social media, I think you would have at least one whistleblower. And next, the forthcoming agreement between the United States and Ukraine, set to be signed by both President Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky, encompasses key economic and security elements, though many details remain under wraps. Initially, the US had demanded $500 billion as compensation for the aid provided to Ukraine since Russia's invasion in 2022, a figure significantly higher than the actual aid sent, according to the Kiel Institute. However, this compensation demand has been removed from the latest draft of the agreement, as reported by Ukrainian officials. Ukraine's valuable natural resources are central to the agreement, including deposits of graphite and lithium, key components in various high-tech industries. Ukraine, holding 20% of the world's estimated graphite resource and some of the largest lithium deposits in Europe, sees these resources as crucial leverage. The agreement potentially includes US investment amounting to $300 million to develop these resource areas. Security guarantees for Ukraine are also critical aspects to the negotiations, with Ukraine seeking robust commitments to further deter Russian aggression. Discussions on incorporating these security assurances into the mineral rights agreement are ongoing, with the possibility of including references to Ukraine's security without concrete guarantees. So what? I can see the vision from both sides here. If the US wants the resources and invest money into them, then they are going to also want to invest into protecting them. It also seems like a much more reasonable deal than the one based on a fancy-sounding number that was plucked out of the air. However, without security guarantees, this deal falls a bit flat and is only beneficial if the US uses it as motivation not to sell out Ukraine in their upcoming talks with Russia. But it is better than nothing at this stage, and hopefully it is enough to keep Trump happy and off Twitter. And lastly, in Sarajevo, the court sentenced Bosnian Serb President Milorad Dodik to 1 year in prison and issued a 6-year ban from politics following a year-long trial. The charges against Dodik were based on his failure to comply with orders from the international high representatives overseeing Bosnia's peace process. The verdict was delivered in his absence, as neither Dodik nor his legal team attended the proceedings. Dodik, a pro-Russian figure, has previously made threats of taking radical measures, which have included the potential secession of the Serb-majority Republika Srpska from Bosnia, intensifying fears of instability in a region still recovering from a devastating war in the early 90s. Reacting to the verdict, Dodik was in his hometown and the administrative centre of the Republika of Srpska, where he addressed a supportive crowd, dismissing his guilt and reassuring them of his resilience against tough situations. He revealed ongoing communications with regional leaders such as the Serbian president and Hungarian prime minister, suggesting further consultations on their future actions. Dodik also announced that the Bosnian Serb parliament would vote to disregard the legal proceedings against him and to prohibit the operations of Bosnia's state prosecutor court and intelligence agencies within the Republic of Srpska, escalating his defiance against the Central Bosnian Authority. So what? Bosnia is a very complex country, and while I won't delve too deeply into its history, it is clear that disagreements of this nature are inevitable and will likely happen again. However, it seems improbable that these tensions will escalate into renewed conflict or lead to the breakup of Bosnia as we know it today. That said, there is the possibility that Russia, using Serbia as a proxy, might attempt to create further instability in Bosnia to divert attention from the ongoing situation in Ukraine and cause further issues in Europe. Thank you for tuning in to the Intel Brief, your daily update on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. You can support the show by sharing with your friends and leaving us a 5-star review. And if you're curious to learn more about intelligence, you can check out one of our courses in the description below. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.